Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa. The story of resurgent and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
Hello, I'm Gamechisa Mandida, your host for this hour's news. Join us as we bring you the latest stories and updates from across the African continent. Let's begin with Africa's solar potential. Over 660 million people worldwide lack access to electricity, with 85% residing in sub-Saharan Africa. Despite the continent experiencing more sunshine hours than any other region and possessing some of the high solar irradiance levels, its solar capacity remains limited at only 21.5 gigawatts as of 2024. In contrast, China alone added 198 gigawatts within the same period, making it the global leader. Obstacles include high costs, regulatory uncertainties, political instability, and conflicts which hinder extending electricity networks beyond urban centers. Large-scale solar projects require substantial upfront investments, further complicating growth. To tackle these issues, initiatives such as Mission 300 involve 29 nations pledging policy reforms aimed at increasing energy access and connecting millions of people to electricity, demonstrating regional commitment to expanding renewable energy. UNFPA is launched to fight child marriage and teen pregnancy. The United Nations Population Fund UNFPA Ghana has launched its first ever innovation challenge titled AI for Her Future, aimed at reducing child marriage and teenage pregnancy through innovative technology and community-driven solutions. The hackathon gathers young innovators aged 18 to 35 from across Ghana to create bold tech-based approaches that address issues impacting adolescent girls. Winners will share 180,000 Ghanaian cedis in cash prizes and receive mentorship and training to enhance their ideas. UNFPA's Ghana's representative, Dr. Wilfred Ochon, emphasized that this initiative represents a pivotal step in the organization's efforts to empower girls and transform their futures. He stated, "We are not just launching a hackathon, we are launching a movement. This movement advocates for challenging harmful norms, poverty, and outdated traditions that continue to deprive many girls of their childhoods." Despite some progress, with 1 in 5 girls married before 18 and nearly 14% of girls aged 15 to 19 already pregnant or mothers, much work remains to protect adolescent girls and minimize child marriage across Africa. Moving to Tanzania's clean cooking revolution, Tanzania's efforts to improve access to clean cooking solutions received a significant boost when the United Nations Capital Development Fund (UNCDF), through its European Union-funded Cook Fund program, donated an emission analyzer to the Tanzania Bureau of Standards. This new facility, handed over in Dar es Salaam, is set to transform the testing and certification process for clean cooking appliances, both imported and locally made, by providing precise gas emission analysis and lowering testing costs. Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Energy, Dr. James Mataragio, emphasized that this development marks a crucial step in Tanzania's clean energy transition, enabling the Tanzania Bureau of Standards to certify appliances more efficiently and support local innovators. Tanzania aims for 80% of households to adopt clean cooking solutions by 2034, a move critical for protecting public health and the environment. The European Union's continued support underscores the importance of such initiatives in expanding access to safe, sustainable energy, which is fundamental for improving health, reducing environmental damage, and fostering socio-economic development in Africa. Moving to Morocco's 2025 Art Support Program, the Moroccan Ministry of Youth, Culture and Communication has announced the opening of the second application cycle of financial support to nurture and develop traditional and contemporary music, performing arts and choreography projects for 2025. This initiative aims to empower African cultural expressions by providing resources for music and song production, promotion, distribution, participation in international festivals, artistic residencies and performing arts. Applications must be submitted exclusively online via a dedicated digital platform, reflecting a move towards modernizing and digitizing cultural support. This program aligns with Morocco's broader strategy to preserve and promote its rich cultural heritage while fostering innovation and artistic excellence. It follows established policies which govern public funding for cultural projects and joint decisions by relevant ministries on supporting cultural initiatives. The application window began on October 13 and continues until October 22, with forms and guidelines accessible online for artists, associations and individuals seeking to contribute to the vibrant tapestry of African cultures and arts. Now business. IMF urges economic reform in Lesotho. The IMF emphasizes that Lesotho must urgently transform its economic approach to foster private sector-led growth, which is crucial for creating sustainable employment opportunities and reducing endemic unemployment and poverty. In the African context, this highlights the importance of diversifying economies beyond reliance on public sector employment and government spending. The current model, heavily dependent on public expenditure accounting for a significant portion of GDP and tax revenue, has not resulted in improved living standards or economic stability, especially as GDP per capita has declined. To drive meaningful economic development across Africa, countries need to implement comprehensive reforms that remove barriers to private investment, promote entrepreneurship, and stimulate job creation. Such strategies can unlock growth potential, improve livelihoods, and foster resilient economies capable of supporting a broad-based improvement in living conditions. The IMF suggests that coordinated multi-year reforms, including macroeconomic adjustments, could significantly boost economic growth and help address persistent development challenges across the continent. Finally, Armenian ambassador praises Ethiopia's economic reforms and corridor development. Armenian ambassador to Ethiopia, Sahak Sargsyan, praised Ethiopia's pioneering economic reforms and infrastructure projects as a model for Africa's development. He highlighted how microeconomic reforms have driven growth, increased exports, and reduced inflation, creating a more attractive environment for investment across the continent. The rising interest of Armenian companies in Ethiopia reflects broader regional opportunities. Sargsyan also commended Ethiopia's corridor development and green legacy initiatives, which improve infrastructure, urban livability, and environmental sustainability, key drivers for sustainable development and climate resilience across Africa. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.